What's going on, everyone? It's Adam here from No Shelf Space, and today I'm doing a first impressions of Robot Quest Arena. This one here from Wise Wizard Games. I got a review copy in the mail. Was very, very excited for this one. Came on my birthday, so we decided we're going to play it on my birthday. I played it once since with 2 players, so I played at 3. I played at 2. This is not a review, but kind of just a first impressions of the various pieces in the game and how I felt about the gameplay. So let's hop in, take a look. All right, in Robot Quest Arena, you're going to be using robots like these two guys right here, and you're going to be moving them around a map, and you're going to have your cards with your health and some information about your character and a special ability they may have, and you're going to be playing cards from your hand. It's a deck building game, really, just you're moving a robot around based on what you put into your deck, so it has all of the deck building qualities you would like. How do you trash a card that you don't want later in the game? That's something to think about. Which cards do you buy? How much do you spend on resources to buy more cards and move versus how much you spend on cards that allow you to attack? Because if you have too many attack cards, you can't move and attack the robot you want to attack. If you have too many move cards and buy cards, you can't do any attacking, and attacking is how you get your victory points. When you take damage off an enemy robot, there'll be red cubes equal to their health -1, and then they'll have 1 blue cube. As you damage a robot, you're going to start taking red cubes off it and putting it in your victory pool point. And every red cube is worth 1. If you knock a robot out, you'll take the blue cube, and that will be worth 2. And that's really the only way you score this game. So as much as you can build a really good deck, if you're not fighting the other bots on the board and trying to steal their health as victory points, you're not going to do very well. So there's a nice bit of thinking through what's happening on that central board in terms of how you're moving your characters around. There's a nice bit about thinking about what cards you're going to buy, but then also making that deck really good so that when you draw that hand of 5 cards, you make sure you've got a nice variety of moving, buying power, attacking power, and even the ability to discard cards and draw new cards. It's so much fun. It really is an entry-level deck building game. There's nothing here that's that difficult. I think all the rules are explained on only 4 pages. So like there's not a lot going on in this game where you need to be like, oh man, let's go back to the rule book, figure out how this works. It is very simplistic. I've played it with my 13-year-old. I played it with a friend, but like Lachlan, you've seen Lachlan on the camera a couple times. He's 9. Easily could play this game with no issue whatsoever. And I really like that because the fact that it's light, some people will hate it. They'll be like, oh, I'm looking for something a little bit more dense. But this is a quick game. Like if you know what you're doing, you could knock this out in 30 minutes. I think it says 30 to 45 on the box, but like 30 minutes, you could be done. Even if 4 players. If you know what you're doing, it's just like, hey, give me my 5 cards, or I'm going to buy this, and I'm going to move, done, next. And it's really quick, and once the blue tiles are all gone, the blue cubes are all gone, the game's over. So it's a light game that, like, if you've got 30 minutes before some people show up for your scheduled board game night, or, you know, all the board games have been put away, you're kind of chatting, it's a little bit later, you're like, oh, let's do one more thing. This is an easy game to bring to the table. The components in the game are absolutely fantastic. These little robots here that you get, and you get 4 in the main box. I think there's 3 more you can pick up, some at retail, some exclusively through Wise Wizard Games that were offered during the Kickstarter. But there you go. Those are the 4 included in the box. Nice, chunky, like there it is in my hand. Nice, chunky miniatures, nicely painted. They look amazing. The cardboard, nice and thick. You guys know I like to complain about really thin cardboard, but not here. These are nice, thick player tiles. Same thing goes for the tiles that go onto the game board. These are spawn points, but again, you're talking about fairly nice, thick card. Like you can't bend them. Amazing. They could have so easily made these cards, and they didn't. They made them cardboard, and I love that. You've got these gems, red gems. They're just, you know, nothing crazy about the gems. I'm not going to talk about them like they're the best thing ever. They are translucent cubes, blue and red. But a cool little feature is they added in these little, and these might have been like a stretch goal on the actual campaign, but they added in these little ruby diamond things here. This is just equal to 5 red cubes in case you need to put more red cubes back onto the board for other people to take. The only gripe I have with the game is actually the card quality. It's not great. Like I'm of two minds on this, and I'll link a review that I wrote, or first impressions I wrote for GamesReviews.com, but I'm of two minds of this. One, it's a deck building game, so I've played twice. Before I play a third time, these will all be sleeved anyways, because I like to sleeve deck building games. You're shuffling all the time. It's just better to sleeve the games. But a lot of people don't play a lot of deck builders, and probably when they open this box, especially if they don't own a lot of board games, they're not going to think about sleeving cards, and these cards are going to get dinged up really quick. They are not the greatest quality card, in my opinion. The last thing I really like about the box is the insert. And I'm going to hold this up. I don't know if you can see it, but it comes with these little foam pieces here. And the reason why I love the foam pieces is because it allows you to actually expand the game with some of the expansion content you can buy. What I'm guessing is this was the box that they shipped with the Kickstarter, but they also had all those extra Kickstarter goodies, including more of these little tiles. There was more cards, and there's actually more robots. And I'm guessing the reason why you get such a big box in the retail version is because this was the box that went out to Kickstarter backers to put in their extra miniatures and things like that. Overall, I'm really impressed with this game. We'll have a full review coming up both on YouTube and on GamesReviews.com. But this is a great little title. If you're looking for something fairly easy that you can play with maybe some of your younger kids, but still bust out with adults at a board game night, I really do think that Robot Quest Arena is one you should check out.